Hello everybody. So last year what I have made a video about my favorite cartoons, which is so far one of my personal favorite videos that I have made. I had so much fun just talking about my favorite cartoons, and it was very hard for me to also pick three because there are a lot of cartoons that I do love. So in today's video I decided to do another one of these. These are my favorite cartoons, volume 2. That's how I decided to name the video. I think I like it. Anyways, so yeah, in this video I'm just going to do the same thing like in my first. I'm going to talk about three cartoons that I very much love, and I hope that you guys enjoy it while I talk about another three cartoons that I personally really love and really just make the person that I am, kind of like with the first video. Anyways, let's start. Now let's start with a cartoon that's very personal to me, and for a lot of people, I think, in my generations. That being Adventure Time. Adventure Time is honestly that show. Like, it's that show that if you have to have been there to understand. Like, man, I remember when I was 5 when the show first started, right? And I remember seeing promos for the cartoon for Adventure Time, the first episode, and I was there watching the first ever episode, the episode with the zombie Candyman people, like, and I just remember and being in awe. Like, I always love cartoons, but that's the first time that I was ever in awe of a cartoon, just how creative and amazing it is. Like, and ever since then I became a big Adventure Time fan. I absolutely love just the show in general. The characters like Finn and Jake are two of my favorite, like, uh, bro bros, like the bromance, you can say. Like, they have just such a close and special relationship to each other, and it's honestly just those kind of episodes with them two in it. Just some of my favorite. Like, I think that my favorite episode in general is card games. The episode where they play this card game. It's just a nice episode where they just chill and hang out. It just it's just great. I love that episode, and I just like in specifically the first few seasons. It's honestly just a great show to vibe out, like to chill and relax a bit. That of course the show goes on and it starts to have a whole story arc, which personally I really enjoyed. Like, sure, I did enjoy where the show is more like its own, every episode its own, its own story. Pardon. But I did still like enjoy the drama of the later seasons, and the show just it's one of those shows that when you grow up, the show also grows up. It knows who's its target audience and how old they are now. So it evolves uh, into much more mature material, like Fiona and Cake now, which I know that not a lot of people don't enjoy it, like they aren't particularly fans of it, but personally, I liked it, not as much as the original show, but still. Anyways, no matter if the show is like in its early years when it's more like episode it is its own story, or the earlier seasons, later seasons, I mean, where it's an entire story arc. I personally don't care because the show is overall very well written. I will say that I don't know how popular opinion this is, but I'm not the biggest fan of the finale of the show. Like, there are a lot of elements that I do like the characters, and the song at the end was beautiful. But personally, I just thought it could have ended better. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I know that some people will disagree, which is fine. It doesn't still like ruin the show for me. I still very much enjoy the show. It's like the early seasons are fantastic to just vibe out, and the later are still just fantastic stories all around. Like, it's definitely a show that I'm very grateful that I grew up with, and I just love it so much. It means so much to me, and I just truly love it. And now that's Adventure Time. Now the next show is from the 90s that I didn't grow up with. I actually started watching it when I was like in high school. But man, I wish that I watched it when I was a kid. That show being Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is a show that I wished that I watched when I was a kid, like in middle school and all that. Like, because Arnold himself is a character that I just see myself so much, especially when I was younger. Like, because pretty much, Hey Arnold, if you haven't seen it, is a slice of life show, which follows Arnold, who's a very imaginative kid. He always daydreams and just creates these images, and just he has a wild imagination, basically, and just and he's so relatable, and just the show portrays him daydreaming like a normal thing, which when was a kid, when I was in Arnold's age, a lot of shows that portray daydreaming just says it's wrong, like you need to pay attention, and it's just like I always felt bad for daydreaming and not just being in the moment. Like, I felt stupid almost, because I thought that was weird for like daydreaming a lot, for having a creative imagination, and I just felt so weird. And now, all these years later, I watched Hey Arnold, and I immediately understand what Arnold is feeling, his mindset, his world. I just wished that I watched this show as a kid, because it would have helped me so much to understand that it's okay to daydream. It's okay to have imagination. You can still be a normal kid. Don't feel weird. And man, I just really wished that I watched it when I was younger. But don't get me wrong, I still watch it now. Hey Arnold is an amazing show, an amazing cartoon. Arnold is one of the most relatable characters that I have ever seen in a cartoon, for me at least. And also his group of friends are like, this show has one of my favorite ensembles of characters. It's honestly up there with Kids Next Door, with one of my favorite ensembles of characters, because every single character in Hey Arnold is unique, has its own story, has its own problems. To like, every character has. I think that almost every character in the show has its own episode, and it's just so nice, because a lot of shows that have like side characters just treat them like that, side characters. They don't matter. So it's just so refreshing to see a show that truly cares and loves all of its characters. Every single one of the characters don't feel like characters. I feel wrong to call them characters, because they're people. They honestly feel like people. Like, I said that I saw myself out as Arnold, but I also saw myself as like a bunch of other characters, and I recognized other people from my life as different characters, and I love them all. I love Arnold, Gerald, Helga. I love almost every character in the show, and all of them are just so like realistic. They feel like real people. They feel more real than a lot of like live action shows. I love Hey Arnold so much. I It's one of the best written kids shows ever. It's just an incredible show with incredible episodes. I just I can't think about. I don't know what's my favorite episodes, honestly, but there's a lot of like fantastic episodes, like uh, uh, Arnold's Christmas. That's a fantastic episode. Parent Day. Uh, that's fantastic. Just the journal. Oh my gosh, the journal. Excellent, excellent. Just a lot of Like, it cares about characters. Pigeon Man. Oh my god, Pigeon Man. It's an incredible. Oh my god. It's like, I remember watching that episode and I just broke down. Oh my god. I love Hey Arnold. Its writing is amazing. The characters, I love them. It's one of the most mature kids shows I have ever seen, honestly, and I love. I just wish that I had watched it when I was younger. I'm so glad that I decided to watch it now because I just feel so much happy knowing that show like this exists. It's incredible, and if you haven't seen a Hey Arnold, check it out. Find it and check it out. It's just awesome show. And finally, for the last cartoon in this video that I will be talking about, it's a cartoon that I have recently just started watching. Like last month ago, I started watching it. And by the first episode, I immediately fell in love with it. That being Pepper Ann. Pepper Ann is a show that I decided to watch simply because Mr. Warburton, the creator of Codename Kids Next Door, did character designs for the show, and I was like, oh cool, why don't I check it out? And by the first episode, I immediately loved it. It's so like quirky, but also unique. Like, it's the type of show about like slice of life kids shows, cartoons about kids, like Hey Arnold and now Pepper Ann. Like, Pepper Ann herself is similar to Arnold. Not very similar. They're completely different characters. But what I mean is they very imaginative. They see the world through their vision. She daydreams a lot, and again, I just wish that Pepper Ann, like Hey Arnold, would be around my time. Like, I wish that I watched the show when I was a kid because it would have helped me so much. Because I saw myself so much in her, and also Nikki and Milo. Just them three, Pepper Ann, Nikki, Milo, are now some of my favorite trios of characters in any cartoons. Like, they're such fantastic characters, well written. I can't believe how good this show is. Like, I believe it is Disney Plus. If any of you are interested, because look again, this show is so amazing, and it's so relatable to a lot of, like, not only teenage girls but also teenagers, or at least 12-year-olds. Watch the episodes, and I just had a lot of flashbacks to me when I was 12 and just around that time, and I was just thinking to myself, why haven't I watched this show when I was 12? Like, because it would have helped me to not to be sure about myself, because like again, when I was little, I was very unsure of myself, and I just haven't seen a lot of kids or even kids shows that like tell me, hey, it's okay to be yourself and normal. It's normal to be yourself, and just seeing shows like Pepper Ann, seeing her being so sure about herself, even though she is wrong a lot of times, like seeing her being so sure about herself, she is odd, like, that's awesome to me. And I just wish that I like saw something like that when I was young. But I still love the show. It's so well written. I love the characters, the side characters too. Like, and Pepper's mom is one of the most like realistic mothers that I have ever seen. Like, I actually know like other mothers in real life who are like exactly like her. It's crazy. Like it's so realistic, unique, and I just absolutely love Pepper Ann. Like, currently, I haven't even seen the first season. I've just seen the first half of season 1, but I already am in love with it, and I just love it, love the writing, the characters, and I just cannot wait to watch the entire thing. I'm just so happy for the rest, and I'm so glad that I decided to watch it. It's amazing. Trust me, give it a shot. Give all these cartoons a shot, because if you haven't seen them, they're amazing and I highly recommend them. Anyways, those are another batch of my favorite cartoons. And let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite cartoons. What are some cartoons that help you and just make you the person that you are. Anyways, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Thank you.